This presentation offers you tools on how to deal with stress. Often we experience stress when we think we won't succeed. Many students who are new to university experience stress because university life can bring new experiences. You're meeting and living with new people, you're becoming accustomed to new ways of learning, and you're experiencing the stress caused by tests and exams. But stress is also the body's warning mechanism. It's a signal that helps you prepare for something important that's about to happen. So stress is a natural experience. However, it is important to manage it so that it doesn't interfere with your learning or your performance. Stress can appear in different ways. It can be physical. You could experience headaches, nausea, faintness, have problems sleeping, experience stomach aches. It could be emotional. You could feel irritable, get frustrated or angry quickly, or feel fearful. It could be behavioral, where you're always fidgeting, pacing, abusing substances, or you're easily distracted. And sometimes it can be more cognitive, which means it affects your thinking and reasoning. You may experience difficulty concentrating, or you could experience symptoms like going blank, even though you've studied. So it's important to recognize the signs of anxiety in yourself. When you're under stress, your body releases the hormone adrenaline, which prepares it for danger. This is known as the fight or flight reaction. This also causes some of the physical symptoms like sweating, a pounding heart, and rapid breathing. Focusing on bad things fuels anxiety or fear. In a test situation, asking yourself questions like, what if this test is too hard? Or, what if I forget everything I know? Only fuels anxiety. A lack of confidence or fear of failure also contributes to anxiety. If there are things you're unsure of, whether these are academic or emotional, ask for help. A fear of making mistakes can also be a contributing factor. Sometimes these pressures can come from your family. Often, if your self-esteem is tied to the academic task, you focus on your chances of failing instead of preparing. A lack of preparation can contribute to stress. Make sure you've prepared well in advance. How can you manage stress? As mentioned, be prepared. If you're worried about a test or exam or an upcoming essay, the first step is preparation. This could be a plan for how you'll tackle the task, when you'll work on it, and how much time you'll devote to it. Remember to ask for help if there's something you don't understand. You could chat to a tutor, visit the writing center, or make use of forms of academic support like the hot seats in your faculty. If there are issues affecting your time at university, you can also talk to your student advisor or mentor. Try to be healthy. Our lives can get very busy. Sometimes you'll have to schedule exercise or even setting a definite time for bed. Make sure you get enough sleep. Often students try to pull all-nighters before a test or exam, but this can negatively affect your performance. Eat a healthy diet. While the occasional burger or pizza is okay, junk food can also contribute to stress. Take care of yourself. Take the time to do things you enjoy, whether this is a movie night or making time for your favorite society. This may be difficult during exam time. Sometimes you'll have to explain to your society or club that you need to take the time to study, and this is okay. Try some stress-releasing strategies. Find out what relaxes you. For some people, this could be a weekend hike. For others, it could be activities like photography or singing. Do these things when you can. Sometimes academics will have to be prioritized, but try and factor these relaxing activities into your plan. Remember to practice positive talk. Negative talk can contribute to your anxiety. So instead of, "I'll never pass this test," or "my essay is so bad," replace it with positive messages. Of course, these messages still have to be realistic. You could say things like, "I've worked hard and studied for this test," or "I've researched this essay topic and I went to the writing center." Accept mistakes. At university, you'll have to learn to accept mistakes. No matter how much you plan and prepare, certain mistakes are unavoidable, but it's important to move on from them. A bad result in one area signals what you need to work on. Remember that this doesn't necessarily mean that you need to work harder. It could just mean that you need to work differently. Experts at the Writing Center, your tutors, and counselors at Student Wellness can help you with this. Counseling. If your anxiety and fears about university don't go away, seek counseling to find out where your anxiety comes from. A counselor can help you identify the root of your problem and offer key strategies to cope. Remember that counseling isn't a magic pill you take once and then you're cured. You're probably going to have to attend a few sessions, but you'll have strategies that you can use forever, in your first year and after you graduate. Remember that this is your end goal, and the steps you take now will help you achieve it. Most of us don't feel stressed all the time. There are peaks when we experience high levels of stress. These can be called high-stakes situations, when you feel like you have a lot to lose. For most students, this happens during a test or exam. So what do you do if you begin to panic during a test or exam? Take a few minutes to calm yourself. Stretch your legs and arms. Take a few slow, deep breaths and then continue. Don't panic if you don't know the answer. Eliminate the options you think are incorrect and then take an educated guess. Focus. Don't think about the fear. Pause. Think about the next step and keep going step by step. If you go blank, skip the question and move on. Student Wellness helps you with your emotional and physical well-being. Their service helps to make sure that any health or personal issues you may be facing won't interfere with your academic success. Remember that your health records are kept confidential. Find Student Wellness using this handy map. Remember that you can find more information on your FYE Vula site.